This is the Business Leadership Series Minute with your host and best-selling author of Don't Buy a Duck, Derek Champagne.
What advice do you have for someone who's thinking about going out on their own and starting their own business?
Yeah, my one thing is always don't be afraid. I was afraid. I was afraid for a long time until my pregnancy hormones kicked in. I've always had some business in another shape or form, but not. It was always like a smaller business, not something that turned into like some big company. So I never even dreamed that. But when my small business turned into something that was more, when the door-to-door turned into something that was more, that was kind of when I sat down and I really had to say, like, am I going to do this? And that was actually a really crazy conversation I had with my husband. But I kind of sat there and I said, I'm afraid if I don't do this, that I'm really going to regret this and that I'm never going to let it go. You know, that I'm going to kind of always have some resentment to people as to why I held it back. You know, did I do this because, you know, I was nervous I wouldn't be there for my kids or, you know, for whatever. And, you know, my husband was really great about it. He said, you know what, I don't want you to ever live like that. He said, I don't want you to not know. I said, I had these feelings that it could be something. And I was more afraid of not pursuing the feelings and kind of living with that regret. And that's the one thing. It's like, you know, even if certain things in business haven't turned out the way I've always thought, the one thing I know is I'm so happy because I have no regrets.
Yeah, that's awesome. And the support of the spouse is so helpful as well. I can relate to that personally, of my wife being supportive, and we decided to take a journey together on our first business. And without that support, it would have been a lot more challenging.
To hear full episodes of the Business Leadership Series, visit blsnow.net.